I am playing Mario Kart Deluxe Worldwides every other day until I reach 20,000 VR. Join me on this exciting journey of highs and lows as we grind in these high VR online rooms. Let's go. And I am back with yet another episode of Road to 20,000 VR. Welcome back, everybody. We're currently sitting at 16,749 VR. I believe that's a loss of 31 over that last episode because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got disconnected in that last race after a very successful session, basically playing regionals, getting a top spot almost every single time, and boosting my VR by close to 200 in like a very short session. But we are back to the grind here in these ruthless worldwides. You guys can already see all the Japanese players we have in my lobby, and it should not be as easy in today's video, that is for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and mushroom up. I'm actually gonna go around because I saw that banana trap coming. Could have gotten taken out by that banana. We lose our trail, trying to get trailed by this red shell here, by this King Boo player. And also I should mention today I'm rocking with Luigi pipe frame. Wow, that was a super strange bounce there. This is one of the S tier combos of wave 5. Of course, the pipe frame got a significant buff, and it's basically the same more or less as the teddy buggy. I was using the pipe frame in the last episode of Road to 20k, but I decided to switch it up and use Luigi this time. Of course, Luigi shares the exact same stats as Kamek, but you really don't see a lot of players giving Luigi some love. Did I just snipe that player off? I think I did. That was a great usage of those bananas. And I honestly never used Luigi myself, so I thought it would be fun to give Luigi a chance here. Go ahead and snipe that King Boo player, back that last green shell. What can we get? We get more green shells. Gotta watch out for this player with the piranha. Unfortunately, I missed that last box, and I'm just gonna take a very wide line here so I don't get chomped by that player. And go ahead and see if we can trail them here. It looks like somehow, okay, we eventually did. A little bit of lag there, of course, for these Japanese players. Gotta watch out for that player in the star here. The player in first, that pink Yoshi, has a little bit of a lead, but we're in a good spot here going to lap 3. Go ahead and back those greens, get another item. What can we, with the red shell, I'm just gonna go for it. See if they have protection. Looks like they just barely do. They had the super horn, but I will secure a second place here. So not a bad first race whatsoever. And now let's see what my VR gain will be for this first race of the video once these last few players cross the line. And we're gonna get a plus 16. And we are back for the next race here on Tour Athens Dash. One of the new Wave 5 courses, and surprisingly not a lot of people voted for, and this is 200. I didn't notice, I was not paying attention in between those races, but I am just here flying already. And whenever there is 200 in worldwides, I always feel good because, oh, we get sniped. But like I was saying, I feel good because I am fairly practiced in 200 at this point, whereas I feel like the average player in worldwides is not. So I feel like we definitely have an advantage over most of the players in this lobby here. Go ahead and take out both those players with the fire. It looks like that player actually didn't get hit. A little bit of lag there. And let's see if we can get a first place here. You know, we had a second in the first race after a pretty solid race. And I'm going to go for the first here. Of course, as always, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a fight here. And actually, I'm in first already. We can snag that double. Unfortunately, I hit the Goomba. We get a nice trick there, though. I'm going to use this coin to recover. Pull up my protection here. We're off to the races in first place, going to lap 3 here. We'll go ahead and back this green shell, get another item. We get the super horn just in time for the blue shell here. Great timing on that pull. I'll go ahead and use that now. Get another double item set here. Try not to mess up my lines too much. We get another coin with some protection here. That is a perfect item, and we have a pretty significant lead now that I'm looking at the mini map. And it looks like we're going to finish in first place here on this next race. It's a very solid race on 200. Worked out for us, you know. I think the average worldwide player is just not very practiced when it comes to 200. So you tend to have a breakaway if you are any good at 200 in these worldwide races. And we get a plus 20. And we are back here playing on Mushroom Gorge for this next race. And now one thing I've noticed is I'm actually playing a little bit later than I normally would in these worldwides. And there's definitely a lot more players from North America. And just in general, the average VR level is a lot lower than I'm normally experienced, because normally I play in the afternoon for me, which is pretty late in Japan, but I get a ton of Japanese players. You know, it's pretty much the middle of the night there. I accidentally dropped both of those bananas. I only meant to drop one back there. Anyway, so I'm kind of surprised to see how low, the average VR in these rooms are. Of course, it's not as egregious as our regional races that we had in the last episode. But overall, it's been an easier time than I normally would have. And, I will take that all day. It looks like we're going to get blue shelled here. We get the protection for that red shell in time. But unless I can pull a super horn here, it is no good. Oh, wow, we pull it at the last second. That was super clutch. We're going to get red shelled here, though. And I think I might go ahead and bag here. Yeah, actually, I'm going to get hit off the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait here for a couple seconds. Let everyone pass me. And try to get some good items going into lap 3 here. I normally would bag on this track. I gave it a shot for running this time around. But as you guys saw, it just did not work out there. And go for the gap cut, actually fail it. Cut that a little bit too inside there. I also only had, I believe, 6 coins. We get the shock dodge, though. Just as our star is running out, it looks like not many people dodged. And I think we're in a really good spot now to make the comeback. I'm gonna go for the single box here, save one of my mushrooms. And the pack is super tight. I'm just gonna spam that star right away so I don't get hit by those green shells. And the player in first is fairly far ahead, but we're still in a good position here. Can we pull a mushroom for the gap cut here? We can. We almost get hit there. I'm gonna go for the gap cut. We make it, but it's not enough. And we finish in second. So what a comeback. What a crazy race. We get the fast method shortcut and we get a plus 15. And we are back on this next race on DS TikTok Clock. What a finish on that Mushroom Gorge race. My heart was just beating so fast there near the end of that race. I'm always, wary of going for the shortcut in that manner, doing the quicker version. So this is a little bit more risky, a little bit more challenging to actually hit, but it does save a little bit of time. And I was able to finish in second place. It wasn't enough for first, but I will take a second all day, as you guys know. It's really just about the consistent VR gains, and I didn't think I was going to get the double, so I held on to my banana there. And we're going to try to front run on this track. We can go ahead and get up to 10 coins, and let's go to the races. As you guys saw, I did try to run on Mushroom Gorge. Of course, it ended up not working out, but I was able to bag, get some good items, get the shock dodge, and then take the ending shortcut for the win to finish in second. But this is more of a front running track in my mind. And we have a little bit of a lead, not really too much, but I'm going to go for it here anyways and see if we can make it happen. Still looking to get the super horn, of course. We've been lucky with our items so far. Pulled the super horn just barely in time on that Athens race. So maybe the same thing will happen here. Maybe the luck is on our side this episode. We get a bomb this time, not a terrible pull, but I'm actually so far ahead, it's really not great either. And I'm going to have to use it on that red shell that's coming for me. But looks like the rest of the pack is just fighting to the death, taking each other out here. There's a little bit of lag on the map, actually. Our coin gets stolen. We still have a lead, but I expect there might be, a big comeback by a lot of different players getting their power items here. Maybe a shock here late. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. There's another red shell. So far, there haven't been too many red shells, thankfully. I've had the protection when I need it. And what else can we get? Can we get double protection here? Okay, we get single protection, but we do have the coin in front, which is always what we're looking for here. Go ahead and go for the ending cut, and it looks like another front run here for us. Another first place. So far, a very successful session. Okay, there's the shock, super late. But looks like I went for that second place peach that was already ahead of the pack. And now let's see what our VR gains will be for this next race. We get another plus 20. And we are back here on this next race on Yoshi's Island. Yet another track that I'm going to go for the front run. Try to stay in the lead and get another first place. Of course, the key is to always get the shortcut. Or at least have someone behind you get the shortcut so that you can take it every lap. But like I always say, have gotten better at it. So hopefully I can be consistent today. Make sure we hit it. I'm going to go ahead and just use that coin. Trail my item here. Looks like we get passed by a couple players. Actually, we're kind of right on top of each other with this Yoshi player here. Can I trail them here at the last second? Looks like I won. I was going to go wide for the double box there. I end up going for the single. We hit the shortcut though, which is nice. We're up to 10 coins. And we're still in first place. We actually have a little bit of a lead now. But of course, everyone behind us can also go for the shortcut. I'll go ahead and back that green shell, see if I can hit anyone. Looks like I do connect. We have the bomb here as well that I can drop. on this next item set. But once again, I actually have a little bit of a lead, so I'm not sure if it's even going to hit anyone here. Yeah, it looks like it went off a little bit too early to hit anyone. And oh no, I lost my mini turbo. The blooper definitely affected my traction there, messed up my line. And we get the super horn, but it's actually in the front spot, which could be bad news here. You know, if there's a blue shell and the ghost steals, it looks like there is a blue shell. But is it going to get stolen by the ghost, or am I going to be able to use it here? Looks like I'll be able to use it. Unfortunately, I missed the shortcut though. And we're far enough ahead that even if the second place player hit it, which someone did hit it behind us, but we're unable to use it. And now the pack is super close here. And that player, of course, has triple red shells behind us. We can block one of them. Maybe the other ones aren't coming because they might have got hit by something or maybe trailed another player. So thankfully things worked out for us there. Of course, there could be a shock here. There could be a lot of bad things. Yeah, it looks like there are more double red shells. I'll just use my coin to recover here. Keep pushing forward here. I believe I'll get past on the shortcut maybe. Looks like I will not. I'm going to have to go for the double box though, that is for sure. Yeah, this pack is so close. This is crazy. And oh no, we're going to get red shelled again. Can we get a box here? Okay, we can thankfully get a box. I'll go ahead and throw that. Save the super horn. Looks like someone else hit the shortcut. Gotta watch out for these players around me. I'm just going to use my super horn here. Take out both of those players. Watch out for the back by this player. And that player gets hit on the line. We'll take a fifth. Unfortunately, not the ending we were looking for. And it looks like I'm going to lose 2 VR. And we are back here on Shy Guy Falls for this next race. Unfortunately, this track got picked out of the pack. You know, we had Yoshi Circuit, we had Ribbon Road, and somehow I think one person picked this track. And it was the one that got selected. Always hate when that happens, you know, when there's a bunch of really good tracks. Pretty much everyone in the lobby wants to play them. And then we end up getting the track that like one person voted for. I almost sniped myself with that banana. I trail that player. We have the super horn here as well. I think I'll go ahead and use it now. Get rid of that player behind me. Try to extend the lead on the rest of the pack, you know, as always. And I think, did I just pass that player in the shortcut? It looks like I did. I steal their double box here. With the super horn again, I'm just going to horn that player. And somehow it missed the Peach player even though they're on top of me, but it hit that other player that came in out of nowhere. And that's just, I think that's the best display of online lag in this game I have ever seen, where it didn't even hit the person I was going for, but it hit someone I wasn't going for. And we have the bomb, but this player is way too close to me to hit them, especially because they are lagging so much like you guys just saw there. So I'll go ahead and just drop my bomb here and get rid of that red shell. And it looks like they got hit by something. I wasn't sure if it was my bomb or not, but it looks like they're getting comboed now actually. And we have a little bit of a lead, which is always a good thing. The Rosalina player isn't too far behind though. So what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and chain once again, throw that green shell back. And we get the banana, but unfortunately this banana is in the front slot. And oh no, I go way into the off-road. My lines are terrible. Oh, this player actually has double mushrooms now that they're in first. And they're going to be able to dodge a blue shell if it comes. So hopefully I can go ahead and get some red shells maybe to take them out. Take advantage of the fact they don't have any protection. But for now, I think I'm fine chilling in second here because we have a little bit of a break on the rest of the pack here. And, you know, if the blue shell comes, it's going to go for them. Maybe we can get some red shells. Okay, I'll go ahead and throw one red shell just to take them out here. You know, worst case scenario, they lose some coins. They recover very quickly. Actually, no, they spammed their mushrooms and got out their protection. That's why they didn't even get hit at all, even though it looked like they did there. And once again, I'll go ahead and go for the double here. See what we can get. Can we get a red shell? We can. They have some protection, though. Did it hit them, though? It looks like that one connected, though. I'm not even sure what's going on. But I'll secure the first somehow. I never understand the lag in this game. They had the protection. Maybe they just did not get it out in time. The red shell might have came too quickly. Was that a double shock at the end? Wow, what a crazy race. All things considered. We get the first though, and we get a plus 21. And we're once again here playing on DS TikTok clock. I think this time around it was a random pick. So let's see if we get another first. You know, last time we had a very good race. So for this session, things have been going very well for us. To my surprise, you know, I figured since I was back in these worldwides that things would not be, you know, going as smoothly as they are. There'd be more like a typical worldwide, not like a regional. But so far it's really not been the case. These have been playing just like the regional lobbies I was playing in the last episode. Oh, I used that coin. I didn't really need to because that red shell was not coming for me. We almost go off the edge. Unfortunately, my line is bad, so I can't get the trick at the end there. But we're still in first here. A little bit of a lead, not much though. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get some more good items. Oh no, the boost steals my protection. Probably gonna pull a coin here. Looks like I do. So what I'm gonna do this time is, actually no, I'll chain. I was gonna hold the coin, but I'm gonna take the risk, maybe get some double protection here. And okay, we get single protection, but it is in the back slot there. Just always what you're looking for. The blue shell is out, so what I'm gonna do here is just chain that banana, try to go for the super horn. We do not get it. And wow, we get the blue shell dodge because of the shock. I've never seen it happen that close. Like, I didn't even know what happened there. I was stunned for a second, but the shock happened at literally the same time the blue hit me. So we actually got the blue shell dodge with the shock. Super confusing. But the shock is, of course, not good news, because now the rest of the pack's gonna be able to catch up. I'm not really sure if anyone dodged there. I wasn't really paying attention because I was looking, you know, I was more worried about that blue shell rather. But we have a bit of a lead here once again. We get another banana coin combo. I missed that trick. Can I get these tricks at least? Looks like I can. And I'll go ahead and use that coin. Actually, I meant to chain the banana, but I just did not spam it in time. And yeah, we get the coin in the pocket. We're going to get red shelled here. Triple red shell, but they spam them too quickly, so the last one doesn't hit me. I get the iframe dodge, thankfully. And I will get yet another first. A second shock is out. It doesn't matter. So many winning races this session. This is crazy. I just cannot believe it. And let's see our VR gains for this next race here. Another plus 20. And we are back, this time playing on Tour LA Laps for this next race. Looking to get yet another first place. I actually see a lot more pipe frames than I normally would. Maybe they've seen me too well in this lobby, thinking maybe this is the better kart combo to pick. And one thing I didn't mention earlier though is the fact that the pipe frame, although the pipe frame and the teddy buggy share the same stats, at least almost identical stats, the pipe frame just feels way better to drive. I'm not really sure what it is, but the handling just feels very nice. Feels very smooth to drive. And wow, that green shell almost takes me out. But I feel like I can just drive the courses a lot better, take a lot smoother corners, and overall just have better races because of it. We can go ahead and drop this bomb back, take out the player behind us. We get another coin here. I'll go ahead and just hold on to this just to ensure I get some protection from this next set of box here rather. And we're off to a lead once again, trying to do another front run for, you know, I don't know how many times this video. Been super lucky, not too many blue shells, not too many red shells. You know, normally when you're front running, you end up getting red shelled to death, or, you know, multiple blue shells come, or the shock happens and everyone catches up to you. But so far that has not really happened to my surprise. Definitely a lot of luck involved. Maybe this is making up for all the times I just had some miserable sessions, you know, playing worldwide. So I'll go ahead and drop this bomb here. I'm not sure if that hit that red shell or not. And I actually missed the second item set. We get our coin stolen. We're going to get blue shelled here. So maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it's all going to come crashing down now. We can get a coin to recover here. It looks like that player doesn't have any items that I'm aware of, at least. We have a little bit of a lead. There's a bunch of green shells. There's a player flying in the air. And we need a really good double box here for this next set. What can we get? Okay, we get some protection at least. Hopefully there's not another boo. There's another red shell though. We can block that. Will there be any more red shells? Will they ruin my day here? Or am I going to get yet another first? Looks like that red shell is not coming for me. And I will indeed get another first place here on LA Laps. The dominance continues. And what are we going to get for our VR gains? Another plus 20. And we are back here on Squeaky Clean Sprint. Yet another Wave 5 course. So many Wave 5 courses in today's session, today's video. So incredible to see. A lot of the time you cannot seem to find them when you want to play Wave 5 courses. So I'm super glad I'm getting the opportunity to. You know, they're still very good. I still think this is one of the better waves that we've had in this game. It just keeps getting better really in my mind. And I'll go ahead and take the shortcut here, pull into first place. We have the red shell. We trail that player. And it looks like I only have a coin now, though. Hopefully I don't get taken out here on this next section. I'll go ahead and chain the coin, get up to 4, get another double box. What can we get? I'll chain that coin as well, just so I don't get red shelled randomly here, because you lose a ton of time when you get red shelled on a glider. And my lines are really bad there. I'm going to have to hop to correct a little bit. And we're still in first here. It's very close, as always on this track. Always seems to give some really good races in my experience. Wow, that player is out to get us. That was a crazy, almost snipe. I thought I was dead there, but we're still alive and well somehow. Red shell is coming for us. We have protection. We can get some more protection here. I'm going to chain this just to get my protection out because another red shell could come before I would have time to react. That happens way too much to me, actually, where the player is right behind me. They throw the red shell, basically instantly connects, and I just don't really have enough time to, you know, pull up my coin, use my coin rather, and pull up my protection is what I'm trying to say. And we get the super horn, but it is in the front slot, so that is always unfortunate. The player behind us has a mushroom, it looks like. Actually, that's a red shell. I'll go ahead and use it. And unfortunately, the blue shell is going to rain down right here. And that player is going to fly over top of us. That was just very poor timing for us. That player gets hit with the bomb. We can go ahead and back that green shell for the red shell. And we're still in third. Of course, could have been better with the timing of that blue shell, red shell combo. Can we trail this Yoshi player with our one remaining green shell? Looks like we won't. I'll go ahead and just chuck that forward. Try not to take ourselves out here. Okay, we get the super horn bomb combo. And I think what I'll do is just wait to use this. Oh, we get sniped. I'm going to spam that super horn. Take out that player. Looks like this player ahead of us was one that sniped us. I'll drop my bomb there as well. What can we get? We get triple bananas. Can we snipe this player? We almost get boomerang. I'm just going to back everything because I see the wave of power items coming. I just need to get up to my mushrooms and secure my third. Not as good as the rest of the races, but still a good placement overall. And let's see what the VR gain will be for this next race here, a +10. And we are back on this next race on 3DS Piranha Plant Slide. Looks like the player that came in first actually left the room, which is not good because they were the only player that was ranked above me. I think they were around 19,000, whereas the rest of this room has been around maybe 10, 11, 12,000, which is why you guys have seen me win a ton of races, but only ever get +20 when I do win. You know, it's just the struggle of being the highest rated player in the room. It's kind of the same thing for regionals, although the players in this room are a little bit higher rated, so in theory they would have, you know, better races. Maybe it'd be harder for me to get first. And I actually got a ton of comments about that in my last video when I did play in regionals, saying that you guys kind of experienced the same thing, you know, either when you're the higher rated player or the lower rated player rather, where basically because you're the lower rated player, excuse me, you can actually gain a lot of VR even with a bad placement, and when you finish in a bottom spot, you basically don't lose very much. And of course the opposite is true, as you guys know. It is definitely a struggle here when you're the highest rated player in the room and that player passes us. Our lines are just bad, but we have a bit of a breakaway on the rest of the pack here, so it's not really a big deal at the time, at least for the time being. And I kind of want to try to snipe this player with the bomb. Not really sure when the best time to use it will be. I think I'm going to go right now, use it on this section, and I'm actually going to snipe myself. What a fail. I went right into that, and oh no, the boo steals our red shell. I think the red shell broke on a ground banana anyways. So yeah, just a complete fail on my end, being a little bit too aggressive there. Now the player in first has a bit of a breakaway. Of course, there has not been a shock, nor has there been a blue shell. So that could be good news for us here. Of course, it doesn't always happen that way when you're the one not in first, that a blue shell comes and ruins the player's day. And that is a bomb that's actually going to take us out just in time. I thought it was going to go off a little bit earlier. And while we pulled triple shrooms, we almost get taken off the edge. This player has a bomb in second as well, so we need to watch out for that. They're actually trailing it, it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and go wide here. Maybe I'll go inside. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to use my mushroom right away, go for the double, get ahead of them so that I do not get trailed. What can we get? We get triple red shells here. It's not going to be enough for the player in first, but what I'm going to do is just use it right now, see if I can take out that player in the shortcut. Looks like I missed them. The shock is out. We're going to finish in third once again. What a crazy race there. Could have ended a lot worse, so I will gladly take the third, and we get a +9. And we are back here on DK Summit for this next race. And guys, I'm kind of blown away that I finished in third that last race and I only got 9 VR for a gain. That is pretty horrendous. That's just the reality in these worldwides when you are the highest rated player. The player that finished in first, I think they got +31. They're a little bit lower than me though, so that makes a lot of sense. I think that red shell was not meant for me, but we get hit out anyways. I'm going to slow down, let these players pass me, and get the double box. So that really just shows that there is a lot of pressure for me to perform well in these rooms, because I am seemingly always the highest rated player when I play in the worldwides. And the players in the rest of the pack, wow, what is that shortcut? That actually worked out quite well. But what I was saying is the players in the rest of the pack are typically better than in the regional races. So there's definitely a lot more pressure to perform. It's a lot harder to get consistently good VR gains. because the players are a little bit better in these worldwides. And when I come in something like 4th place, you know, I could end up losing VR. I've gotten +0 in 4th. I've lost VR in 5th. As you guys saw, I only got +9 for a 3rd, and I've basically been only getting +20 for a 1st as well. Can we snipe them? We just barely missed them. I'm actually going to get red shelled for that, but they're going to get blue shelled, so it doesn't really matter. They're actually going to get red shelled maybe? Okay, it looks like they're not. We can go ahead and hit them with the red shell. I think the fire was actually the thing that hit them there from the player behind us. And I'll try to get a better double this time. It looks like I get bumped there, and I'm probably going to fall off here. I'm just going to throw that red shell. Yeah, we just barely do. It's always tough going for the double in the pack because your alignment can definitely get messed up like it was there by other players in the pack bumping you just ever so slightly, you know, is enough to really mess you up. Oh, that player took all the ground shrooms there. We can go ahead and use our shroom on the shortcut there. Just drive around all these players. I'm just going to shroom up so we don't get hit. Wow, we thread the needle on the fire there. And this has proven to be a very tight race. We have the bullet bill here, and I think the best course of action is just to use it now and try to get ahead of the pack. Maybe there's going to be a shock. Looks like there's actually not going to be. We get another item in the pocket here, and we're going to get a let go out of that bullet bill. We're in 3rd, and okay, the shock happens as soon as I'm out there waiting for my bullet bill to expire likely. And I always like using it either early or super late, because if you use it around the shortcut, you can definitely mess up your race. You know, if you try to take the shortcut, then use it afterwards. So I always try to avoid that. What can we get here? We get triple green shells. Is this going to be enough to propel us into a 3rd, or into a 2nd rather? It's not. We're going to finish in 3rd after kind of a wonky half pipe. So many 3rd place. That's like 3 in a row after so many 1st places in a row. Let's see our VR gains for this next race. We get another +10. And we are back once again with another race here. This time playing on GCN Yoshi Circuit, one of my favorites. I feel like this track comes up a lot in the track section, but it almost never gets picked for some reason. So I'm glad we're finally getting a chance to play it here. Of course, this is, as you guys know, a very nice bagging track, which is why I like it so much. You know, one of my favorites too, just because it was from Double Dash, which is one of my favorite games. And we're gonna, of course, go for the bullet bill strategy as always. Gonna wait, chain all of our items, try to get a bullet bill. Looks like we unfortunately do not, but we have a lot of items to go. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and keep chaining and hopefully save the bullet bill for a lap 3 usage. Because in my experience, using it on lap 2 just does not end very well. I'll use this star just so that player doesn't red shell us. I'm actually catching up way quicker than I really want to here. So what I'm gonna do is just slow down, let everyone pass us here, and try to get some good items once again. You know, I don't want to make the comeback too quickly. When you are bagging, there is a right and wrong time to come back. In my experience, the earlier you come back, the worse it becomes, because you're basically taking out a lot of the luck that you could potentially get by bagging late, you know, and you're basically making it so that you are just running the race like normal, more so than if you wait and bag later. I'll go ahead and let this golden expire, let this player pass me, go for the double once again, and the pack is super tight. Can I even pull the bullet? I cannot, so I'll go ahead and just chain this star at the next set, and hopefully I can get the bullet bill just barely in time. If not though, I think I'll still be in a good spot here. Looks like that Luigi player is super far behind, so what I'm going to do here is just go for the super quick bag here, see what I can pull here. And we get the ghost after the star, and oh no, I fall off, I fail. What am I doing? I bagged really hard. I'm just flying all over the map. And I'm going to have to use this golden to make a crazy recovery. The player behind us actually has the bullet bill. We can go ahead and spam that. What can we get the bullet bill. Okay, I'm going to use that right away. We have a crazy 8 in the pocket. Are they going to pull the shock behind us? Can we get a super late shock dodge here? The bullet bill is going to expire. I'm going to use it. Oh no, but someone stole our star. We got dropped out of the bullet bill right into the pack. Our star gets stolen. And that is probably the end of my race here. I'm all the way down in 8th. We have to hold it off. Not what I was looking for. A disastrous race, and we get a -18. And that will do it for today's episode of Road to 20,000 VR. We started the episode with 16,749 VR, which was a loss of 31 over the previous episode. And we finished the episode with 16,890 VR, which is a gain of 141 VR. Just an absolutely dominant performance in those worldwides. I definitely can credit that to playing a little bit later than I normally would. The level of difficulty in the lobbies was definitely not as bad, even though the VR levels were actually higher than I've normally seen, at least similar on average. So, you know, can't complain. We're inching closer and closer to 20K every single episode. As always, let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.